Hello everyone. Thank you all for watching the video and leaving such heartfelt comments. Wishing the whole family good health and peace. Deep woke early, her bedroom quiet, a fresh start. Her hands ready, love her guide. She stepped into the garden, a new task, her eyes sharp, love her focus. She searched for pests, a careful hunt. Her fingers precise, love her care. The leaves rustled softly, a gentle sound. Her task urgent, love her effort. She caught a few bugs, a small victory, her garden safe, love her pride. She grabbed a watering can, a routine duty, her steps quick, love her determination. She watered the vegetables, a steady rhythm, her hands firm, love her devotion. The soil darkened, a clear sign, her plants thriving, love her joy. She finished the task, a job complete, her heart full, love her peace. Deep locked the house door, a cautious move, her keys jingling, love her vigilance. She walked to the vegetable patch, a short journey, her basket ready, love her purpose. She began harvesting eggplants, a focused labor, her hands swift, love her skill. The purple fruits gleamed, a rewarding sight, her basket filling, love her achievement. She worked steadily, a smooth flow, her thoughts on the market, love her plan. The basket grew heavy, a successful haul, her harvest done, love her satisfaction. Deep wiped her brow, a brief pause, her hands stained, love her effort. She thought of James, a tender longing, his smile vivid, love her warmth. The garden felt alive, a cherished space, her spirit high, love her strength. She tied the basket shut, a final preparation, her steps firm, love her resolve. The house stood silent, a quiet farewell, her day unfolding, love her hope. She pulled on a raincoat, a practical choice, the drizzle light, love her readiness. The path to the market awaited, a new challenge, her heart steady, love her courage. She thought of her sales, a set goal, her mind focused, love her ambition. The basket sat heavy on her shoulder, a weighty burden, her determination fierce, love her fire. She whispered a prayer, a soft plea, her voice gentle, love her faith. She adjusted her raincoat, a quick fix, her hands steady, love her care. A neighbor waved from afar, a friendly gesture, her smile warm, love her connection. Deep waved back, a small kindness, her mood lifting, love her joy. She checked her basket, a last inspection, her focus sharp, love her diligence. The path stretched ahead, a clear route, her journey begun, love her anticipation. She hummed a tune, a cheerful melody, her spirit soaring, love her happiness. A dog barked nearby, a sudden sound, its tone curious, love its alertness. Deep glanced over, a cautious look, her steps slowing, love her awareness. She smiled at the dog, a gentle acknowledgement, her heart light, love her warmth. She thought of her childhood pet, a fond memory, her smile widening, love her nostalgia. The path felt familiar, a comforting journey, her confidence growing, love her strength. James sat in the wood company office, a focused start, his desk cluttered, love his duty. He checked project reports, a thorough review, his eyes sharp, love his responsibility. The staff worked nearby, a steady hum, their hands busy, love their teamwork. He reviewed quality logs, a detailed task, his pen marking, love his precision. The office buzzed with activity, a lively rhythm, his mind on deep, love his warmth. He handled a client call, a firm negotiation, his voice steady, love his authority. The deal was sealed, a notable triumph, his smile faint, love his pride. He thought of Deep's garden, a fond memory, her hands in the soil, love his light. The office felt warm, a safe haven, his work steady, love his focus. He signed a contract, a binding commitment, his heart racing, love his ambition. Meanwhile, Deep reached the market, a bustling scene, her basket heavy, love her effort. She set up her stall, a quick setup, her hands swift, love her skill. The eggplants gleamed, a vibrant display, her voice calling, love her charm. Customers gathered, a busy rush, her sales brisk, love her success. She wore her raincoat, a protective shield, the drizzle steady, love her practicality. A rival vendor glared, a hidden threat, his eyes cold, love his envy. He whispered to a friend, a sly plot, his voice low, love his malice. Deep felt a chill, a sudden suspicion, her heart racing, love her caution. She focused on her sales, a needed distraction, her hands steady, love her resolve. The market buzzed around her, a chaotic energy, her spirit high, love her strength. She counted her earnings, a satisfying gain, her bag heavier, love her joy. The rival's gaze lingered, a dark shadow, his plan forming, love his greed. Deep packed up, a task complete, her steps quick, love her urgency. She thought of James, a warm longing, his support vivid, love her comfort. The market faded behind, a past memory, her journey home begun, love her hope. A child tugged at her sleeve, a curious touch, his eyes wide, love his innocence. Deep smiled at him, a gentle kindness, her voice soft, love her warmth. She handed him a small eggplant, a thoughtful gift, her heart full, love her generosity. The child ran off, a joyful skip, his laughter echoing, love his happiness. Deep adjusted her bag, a final check, her focus sharp, love her diligence. She walked faster, a determined pace, her home in sight, love her anticipation. A vendor called her name, a friendly shout, his tone warm, love his camaraderie. Deep turned back, a quick wave, her smile bright, love her connection. She thought of her regulars, a loyal group, her pride swelling, love her gratitude. The market's noise faded, a distant hum, her journey continuing, love her resolve. She clutched her earnings, a hard-earned reward, her heart steady, love her success. Deep walked home, a weary return, her basket lighter, love her relief. She spotted James' father at her gate, an unexpected shock, her heart racing, love her fear. His face was stern, a heavy presence, his presence daunting, love his authority. She trembled as she approached, a wave of dread, her voice shaky, love her respect. "Hello, uncle," she greeted, a polite courtesy, her hands trembling, love her anxiety. James' father nodded, a small gesture, his eyes searching, love his scrutiny. "Don't be afraid," he said, a gentle reassurance, his voice soft, love his change. Deep's fear eased, a welcome relief, her breath steadying, love her hope. "I accept you," he declared, a firm decision, his tone steady, love his approval. She blinked in disbelief, a stunning surprise, her heart soaring, love her joy. He explained his change, an honest confession, his voice low, love his sincerity. "James fought for you," he said, a heartfelt revelation, his eyes warm, love his pride. Deep's eyes teared up, a deep gratitude, her voice soft, love her thanks. She invited him inside, a warm welcome, her hands quick, love her hospitality. The house felt cozy, a comforting space, her spirit lifted, love her peace. She washed vegetables, a simple task, her hands steady, love her care. The sink gurgled softly, a familiar sound, her thoughts on James, love her warmth. She prepared a meal, a careful creation, her knife swift, love her skill. The aroma filled the kitchen, a tempting promise, her heart full, love her effort. She set the table, a thoughtful preparation, her hands careful, love her devotion. Deep thought of the market, a past effort, her sales successful, love her pride. She glanced at James' father, a growing connection, his presence comforting, love her respect. The kitchen hummed with activity, a lively rhythm, her focus sharp, love her determination. She whispered a thanks, a quiet prayer, her voice gentle, love her faith. The meal was ready, a task complete, her spirit high, love her joy. She poured tea for him, a kind gesture, her hands steady, love her care. James' father smiled, a rare warmth, his gratitude clear, love his appreciation. Deep thought of their future, a hopeful vision, her heart racing, love her anticipation. She arranged the dishes, a final touch, her focus sharp, love her effort. The kitchen glowed with warmth, a shared space, their bond forming, love their closeness. She sat across from him, a new beginning, her spirit soaring, love her happiness. A photo on the wall caught his eye, a family memory, his gaze softening, love his nostalgia. Deep noticed his look, a curious glance, her voice soft, love her curiosity. "That's James as a child," he said, a fond recollection, his tone warm, love his pride. She smiled at the image, a tender moment, her heart swelling, love her affection. The kitchen felt like home, a united space, their connection deepening, love their bond. Deep served the meal, a thoughtful gesture, her hands steady, love her care. James' father sat at the table, an honored guest, his smile faint, love his warmth. They ate together, a shared moment, their plates full, love their connection. The food was warm, a soothing comfort, their conversation light, love their ease. Deep felt at peace, a gentle harmony, her heart full, love her happiness. They talked about James, a cherished topic, their voices soft, love their pride. "He's a good man," his father said, a sincere praise, his tone firm, love his approval. Diep nodded, a heartfelt agreement, her smile wide, love her affection. The kitchen felt alive, a cozy haven, their bond growing, love their unity. She thought of the garden, a past memory, her hands in the soil, love her effort. James' father shared stories, a family history, his laughter warm, love his joy. Diep listened closely, a valuable lesson, her heart open, love her respect. The plates emptied, a shared satisfaction, their meal complete, love their closeness. She cleared the table, a routine task, her hands quick, love her hospitality. The sink gurgled softly, a familiar sound, her thoughts on James, love her longing. The door opened, a sudden surprise, James stepping in, love his arrival. His eyes lit up, a burst of joy, his father's presence unexpected, love his shock. Father? He asked, a curious question, his voice soft, love his curiosity. Diep smiled at him, a warm welcome, her heart racing, love her warmth. James' father stood, a proud gesture, his smile wide, love his pride. They sat together, a joyful reunion, their voices eager, love their bond. James' father spoke of his acceptance, a heartfelt revelation, his tone firm, love his approval. James' eyes teared up, a deep gratitude, his hand reaching, love his thanks. Diep watched them, a silent witness, her heart full, love her peace. The kitchen held their joy, a shared celebration, their future bright, love their hope. James pulled Diep close, a tender embrace, his arms warm, love his affection. She leaned into him, a comforting touch, her heart racing, love her happiness. James' father chuckled, a rare lightness, his eyes soft, love his joy. They shared a toast, a simple gesture, their glasses clinking, love their unity. The kitchen glowed with warmth, a family space, their bond deepening, love their strength. Diep thought of their struggles, a past memory, her heart steady, love her resilience. A neighbor knocked at the door, a friendly visit, his voice cheerful, love his kindness. Diep welcomed him, a polite greeting, her smile bright, love her hospitality. James' father offered him tea, a generous act, his tone warm, love his generosity. The neighbor joined them, a brief chat, his laughter loud, love his cheer. The kitchen buzzed with life, a lively gathering, their connection growing, love their joy. James' father took Diep's hand, a firm gesture, his grip steady, love his warmth. He reached for James' hand, a meaningful connection, their fingers joining, love their unity. You have my blessing, he said, a solemn vow, his voice steady, love his approval. Diep's heart soared, a wave of joy, her eyes teary, love her happiness. James squeezed her hand, a silent promise, his smile wide, love his affection. They sat in silence, a tender moment, their hands clasped, love their bond. The kitchen felt cozy, a safe haven, their love glowing, love their strength. James' father smiled, a heartfelt blessing, his heart open, love his pride. Diep thought of the market, a past effort, her sales successful, love her effort. James thought of his company, a daily duty, his work steady, love his focus. A letter slipped under the door, a sudden mystery, its presence unexpected, love their caution. James picked it up, a growing suspicion, his hands trembling, love his alertness. The envelope was unmarked, a puzzling sight, his heart racing, love his fear. He opened it carefully, a cautious reveal, his eyes scanning, love his urgency. The note was a threat, a looming danger, its words cold, love their menace. Leave the project, it read, a stark warning, the rival's hand clear, love his malice. Diep gasped, a sharp shock, her voice shaky, love her worry. James' father frowned, a deep concern, his tone firm, love his resolve. We'll handle this, he said, a decisive plan, his voice steady, love his authority. James nodded, a firm agreement, his anger rising, love his fire. They planned their response, a careful strategy, their voices low, love their unity. Diep thought of the market rival, a vivid memory, his glare chilling, love her fear. James thought of his staff, a loyal team, his trust firm, love his leadership. The kitchen held their resolve, a united pact, their future at stake, love their determination. They stood together, a bold stand, their hands clasped, love their strength. James folded the letter, a heavy burden, his mind racing, love his focus. Diep poured more tea, a calming gesture, her hands steady, love her care. James' father pulled out his phone, a quick action, his contacts ready, love his resources. They shared a glance, a silent agreement, their resolve firm, love their unity. The kitchen buzzed with tension, a planning hub, their bond unbreakable. Love their courage. Deep thought of their shared meal, a recent memory, her heart steady, love her hope. A clock ticked on the wall, a steady rhythm, its sound grounding, love their focus. James thought of his office, a past memory, his staff's loyalty vivid, love his trust. Deep adjusted her scarf, a nervous habit, her hands fidgeting, love her anxiety. James' father wrote a note, a quick reminder, his pen swift, love his diligence. They prepared to act, a united front, their determination fierce, love their resolve. James held the threatening note, a heavy burden, his mind racing, love his resolve. Deep stood beside him, a steady support, her hand on his, love her care. James' father paced the room, a forming plan, his voice firm, love his authority. We'll confront this rival, he said, a bold decision, his tone sharp, love his leadership. James nodded, a firm agreement, his focus clear, love his determination. Deep thought of her garden, a safe refuge, her hands in the soil, love her peace. She spoke up, a thoughtful suggestion, her voice soft, love her wisdom. Let's gather evidence, she said. A smart strategy, her mind sharp, love her courage. James' father agreed, a clear approval, his smile faint, love his respect. James squeezed her hand, a grateful thanks, his heart full, love his affection. They sat at the table, a focus meeting, their papers spread, love their teamwork. James wrote a list, a detailed record, his pen swift, love his focus. Deep prepared tea, a kind gesture, her hand steady, love her care. The cups clinked softly, a gentle sound, their bond deepening, love their unity. James' father shared contacts, a valuable resource, his voice low, love his support. The kitchen felt alive, a planning hub, their plan forming, love their strength. James thought of the market, a chilling memory, the rival's glare vivid, love his anger. Deep thought of her eggplants, a past labor, her basket heavy, love her effort. They sipped their tea, a brief pause, their resolve firm, love their determination. James' father smiled, a spark of hope, his heart open, love his pride. They stood together, a united front, their hands clasped, love their bond. The threat loomed, a daunting challenge, their future uncertain, love their courage. James whispered to Deep, a soft promise, his voice gentle, love his vow. We'll get through this, he said, a warm reassurance, his eyes warm, love his light. The kitchen held their love, a fresh beginning, their journey shared, love their hope. James pulled out a map, a practical tool, his finger tracing, love his focus. Deep thought of the market, a past struggle, her sales hard-earned, love her resilience. James' father made a call, a swift action, his voice firm, love his authority. They shared a nod, a silent pact, their plan set, love their unity. The kitchen glowed with warmth, a shared space, their future bright, love their strength. Deep smiled at James, a tender look, her heart full, love her happiness. A photo album sat on the shelf, a family treasure, its pages worn, love their history. James' father pointed to it, a nostalgic gesture, his voice soft, love his memory. We'll make new memories, he said, a hopeful promise, his tone warm, love his vision. Deep nodded, a quiet agreement, her eyes bright, love her anticipation. They prepared to face the rival, a bold step, their family united, love their courage.
Trên bản nàng thường rất đa dạng và phong phú, phản ánh văn hóa và truyền thống của cộng đồng địa phương. Dưới đây là một số phong tục phổ biến trên bản làng. Phong tục chào hỏi. Người dân trên bản làng thường chào hỏi nhau khi gặp mặt, thể hiện sự tôn trọng và thân thiện. Phong tục cúng bái. Người dân trên bản làng thường tổ chức các lễ cúng bái để cầu mong sự may mắn, bình yên và thịnh vượng. Trong phong tục lễ hội, người dân trên bản làng thường tổ chức các lễ hội để kỷ niệm các sự kiện quan trọng như lễ hội làng mùa màng, lễ hội chùa giám, lễ hội đình. Phong tục thăm hỏi. Người dân trên bản làng thường thăm hỏi nhau khi sự kiện quan trọng như sinh nhật, đám cưới, đám tang. Phong tục chia sẻ. Người dân trên bản làng thường chia sẻ với nhau các nguồn lực như thực phẩm, nước uống, công cụ lao động. Phong tục giúp đỡ. Người dân trên bản làng thường giúp đỡ nhau khi gặp khó khăn, giúp đỡ trong việc làm lông, giúp đỡ trong việc xây dựng nhà cửa. Phong tục tôn trọng. Người dân trên bản làng thường tôn trọng nhau.